What's the most satisfying way you've ruined someone's identity? I was doom scrolling TikTok at 2 a.m. when my best friend Maya texted, "Okay, I see you. Didn't know you had it in you, girl." I frowned at my screen. What are you talking about? The typing bubble popped up, then stopped, then started again. Hold on. If you're texting me, a photo loaded. Then who is that? Maddie, my twin sister wearing my Red Devil costume with Alex's hands all over her at some party. Alex had been my boyfriend for 4 years, since junior year of high school. He was the one person in my life Maddie had never been able to touch, the one thing that was mine. I watched that photo until my vision blurred. Then Maya sent a video, them grinding in the basement, kissing, then disappearing toward the bedrooms. I threw up, though that might have been the flu. He showed up at my dorm at 3 a.m., still drunk, genuinely confused when he found me in bed. "Wait, what are you doing here?" He swayed in my doorway. "I thought you were still at the party." I stared at him. "I've been in bed for 2 days." His face went from confused to horrified as the reality hit him. "Wait, no, was that—" He couldn't finish the sentence. "After 4 years together," I said, my voice flat and dead. "You know which twin you're kissing." He didn't argue. We both knew his excuse was pathetic. I told him to leave and not come back. Maddie didn't come home until that afternoon. She walked in humming, didn't apologize, didn't even pretend to feel bad. She just looked at me lying in bed, still feverish and shaking, and smiled. "Can't blame him for not knowing the difference," she said. "Maybe you two weren't as solid as you thought." I didn't respond, just stared at the ceiling while she unpacked, acting like nothing had happened. This is what Maddie has always done. She studies my life like she's preparing for a final exam, then takes the test and scores higher than me. My friends become our friends. My interests become her entire personality. My boyfriend becomes her conquest. She's been copying me since we were kids, and everyone thought it was cute. Harmless twin behavior. But it's not harmless when you spend your whole life feeling like a rough draft that someone else keeps perfecting. After that night, I shut down completely. Stayed in bed for 2 weeks, skipped classes, barely ate. I couldn't look at Maddie, but I couldn't escape her either because we shared a dorm room. I just lay there feeling hollow, like she'd finally taken the last piece of me that was supposed to be untouchable. Eventually, my friend Maya decided she'd had enough. She showed up one afternoon and physically dragged me out of bed. "You need sunlight, fresh air, anything other than these 4 walls you share with that parasite." We ended up in a Halloween clearance store. Everything was 75% off. Maya wanted cheap decorations for her apartment. I drifted over to the costume section and started trying on wigs just to pass the time. Then I pulled on this hideous mushroom bob with pink undertones. It had choppy layers that stuck out at weird angles. The color made my skin look completely washed out. It was the kind of haircut that screams, "I make bad decisions and own 7 cats." Maya burst out laughing. "Oh my god, you look like a completely different person." I stared at my reflection in the little mirror. Something clicked. Maddie would never get this haircut. She would never choose something this unflattering in a million years, but she would absolutely get it if she thought I did it first. For the first time since Halloween, I felt a spark of energy. I bought the wig for $6. Waited until Maddie was at class to sneak it back to our dorm, then spent an hour perfecting a selfie angle that hid where the wig met my forehead. Good lighting. I posted it on Instagram. Fresh start, fresh cut. Maddie monitors my social media like a day trader watching stocks. I knew exactly how long it would take. 47 minutes later. "What did you do?" I smiled at my phone. Took my time responding. "I know it's crazy, but I love it. I feel so free. Like I'm finally becoming who I'm meant to be." "Where did you go? What did you ask for?" "I named a real salon downtown. Told her I'd asked for something editorial and bold." Said the stylist totally understood my vision. "Best decision ever. You should totally try something new too." She didn't respond after that. I tucked the wig into the back of my closet and waited. 3 days later, I walked into Sunday dinner at my parents' house. My long hair pulled back in a ponytail. Maddie was already at the table, proudly showing off her new haircut to our cousin. It was worse than the wig. The hairdresser had fully committed to the editorial vision. Shorter, choppier. The pink undertones caught the dining room light in a way that made her look vaguely ill. Uneven layers stuck out at angles that defied physics. She turned when she heard me come in. Her face cycled through 3 expressions in about 2 seconds. Pride, confusion, horror. "You said you cut it." She stood up from the table. Her voice cracked. "You said you loved it." "I do love it," I said calmly, sitting down and reaching for the breadbasket. "On you." She started crying, then screaming. "You lied. You tricked me." Our mom turned to me. "This is cruel. You know she looks up to you." Dad cleared his throat. "You need to cut your hair to match. It's only fair." I smiled. "No." Maddie cried harder, begged, screamed that I was ruining her life, but I just sat there eating dinner, watching my sister finally wear something that was hers and hers alone. For the first time in our lives, everyone can tell which twin is which.